Hi, I'm Chris, and we're going through the 2014 PSAT. We're on question 30 in section 4. In this math question, it's one of the grid-ins with no multiple choice answers to select from, so we have to find the correct value on our own. It says here that 3 ounces is produced in 20 minutes, and they want to know how many ounces get produced in 24 hours. So if we think back, I don't know if you've been watching the whole playlist, but if you have gone through our entire playlist, on question 9 from section 2, we emphasized that when you are presented with a problem that gives you 3 values and asks for a 4th value, so there's 3 known numbers and then 1 unknown that you're looking for, that's the classic PSAT and SAT setup for a question where you're going to be doing proportions. Proportions means that you're going to set 2 fractions equal to each other. So for this, you have 3 ounces in 20 minutes, and then you're trying to figure out a certain number of ounces. Let's call it X ounces. And if we look, I'm going to pause here for a second because we see that 4th number is 24, but it's 24 hours. And that's why this question is a little bit more difficult than what we saw on question 9, because we do have to do a conversion here from hours into minutes. So we'll do the conversion. Let's do the conversion under here, and then we can finish out our calculation over on this side. So 24 hours. Well, 1 hour, to get hours to cancel, has how many minutes? So hopefully we looked at that and we said 60, and that's correct. So 60 minutes are in an hour, and if you multiply 24 times 60, you would get 1440. So 1,440 minutes is the total number of minutes that we're actually looking at over here. So just make sure whenever you're setting up a proportion, you want to line up the corresponding units, but just make sure that the units are the same, because if you put in 20 minutes here and 24 hours here, then you'd be in a little bit of trouble on that. Okay, so now if we take a look and do the math on this, when we go to multiply and solve for x, we have 1440 times 3. I should have done these calculations ahead of time, so bear with me. But we have 1440 times 3 equals 20x. And when we multiply that out, let's see, that'll be 4520. It'll be 4520 for that is equal to 20x. And then when we divide on that, we should get 2260 for x. And that will be the number of ounces that could be produced in 1,440 minutes or 24 hours. So for proportion questions, remember, if you see 3 known values and 1 unknown, you want to set up a proportion. And for setting up that proportion, just make sure you remember this step here. Convert everything into the same units so that if you have minutes and minutes, ounces and ounces, then you know that once you solve for your variable, that answer will be correct. For more, please feel free to check out our other videos, and thanks for watching.